Welcome into episode 19 of the Ultimate Die League podcast presented by Hedge Better. It is the first off-season edition. I'm your commissioner, Troy Costa, joined by your co-host of the show, the co-founder of the league, Brendan Schmerda DeAndrade.
Skeezer.
We are joined by your co-host of the show, two-time most valuable player of the league, Riley Lang.
Yeah, buddy.
And we are joined by our guest for our first off-season edition of the podcast, two-time Defensive Player of the Year, Justin Richards.
How are we doing?
Doing fantastic. Off-season is underway. What do you guys been keeping busy?
Oh, yeah, dude. Can't be busier, honestly.
Really?
Not with Die, though, unfortunately.
Not with Die.
Nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
That's why I've been saying we need to get an indoor die facility.
He said it's too cold for Die out here in Massachusetts right now.
For
No
Massachusetts, it has been warm, though.
Nah, it's been up and down, you know.
No
But-
snow.
No dye weather.
Thanksgiving was actually pretty nice.
Phenomenal, I would say.
True.
So, I mean, like, how was everyone's Thanksgiving? Good, bad? I mean, like, how was the food?
Patriots lost, but other than that, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Tough Al.
That game was brutal.
Tough Al.
Tough Al.
Tough Al.
Tough Al.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, let's not talk about that game.
We could go on forever about that game. We haven't seen you guys or you haven't heard from us since the award show.
Yep.
So we could
Yep.
quickly recap the award show. We've had a couple new winners, couple repeat winners, including these two guys here, each picking up their award for the second straight time.
Goats.
How'd it feel winning that again?
Justin?
Justin? Back-to-back depoy.
It was like
How's it feel?
deja vu, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Same joint we were at or whatever. For
Same
like
venue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Same
There we go,
speech.
Dan. Yeah, same speech, same shit, different day. But no, always a pleasure, to be honest. That was a great day, and always honored to, take an award like that. So
Hell yeah, bro.
Well,
I mean,
earned.
we're always honored to, have players like you guys that can come in there and win an award again. So, it's like
I told y'all. No one believed in me. No one believed in me.
No one that came up here believed in you.
Yeah.
Not one fucking person said me.
It took till like tourney 7, Rocco finally admitted it on one of the late podcasts. But
Did he?
like towards the end, he was like, all right, I think the MVP is going to be Langa.
Yeah.
And then everyone started admitting that they think it's going to be Lang after that. But it took a while for anyone to actually give him his flowers. But you had the stats all season. And
Yeah.
you started it early, and then you kept it up the whole season.
I've been trying to tell the guys.
That's all you got to say.
Fucking, you thought the Bruins were a wagon. Jesus Christ.
So what's up for next year? More of the same?
Yeah, why not, right?
are we still partners?
What?
Oh.
You said what?
I think
No,
so.
I'm just kidding. I just remember it was not that long ago when we were on this podcast. It was probably the start of the season. Me and Lang were like,
Yeah.
We made jokes about not talking to each other on
Right.
the off season. He was
True.
like, "Oh yeah, no, we hit each other up and talked, but like in reality, like we didn't. You know what I mean?
Right.
So just
Well-
making sure I'm setting the stage early this year, and we're good to go.
Some
think-
things
I
just
th-
don't even need to be said.
I think we'll be all right.
Are you sure? Are you sure now?
I mean,
Because like
if I left it to the fans, I mean, that would be cut short. But
Yeah, they would break you
Yeah,
up.
right. What
Yeah.
do you guys think? Should me and Lang be partners?
Let us know in the comments below.
right.
I mean, in my eyes, I feel like you guys should definitely be partners.
yeah, no shit.
Made it seem like he was about to say something crazy. But yeah, other than you two winning your awards, we had Kevin Donnellan winning Most Improved Player of the Year.
Shout out Kev, man.
Second time in a row for that team in
KD.
regards to Kevin and Torres winning the Most Improved Player Award,
Well deserved.
which just goes to show, Jay Rich mentioned it in his top 30 interview today. It goes to show how much better that team's getting when each of them is going to win that back-to-back.
Facts.
It's only a matter of time they win their ring. We say it every pod, and it's like banging a broken drum at this point, but it's true because they're really going to win a ring very soon. I think within the first 3 tourneys.
And we can't
Yeah.
forget, I mean, how close they actually came this year. You know what I mean?
couple
I mean,
times.
I vividly remember playing them in the championship. They made
Mhm.
it at Jay's
That was one of the
house.
best
Was
championships.
that the first tourney at Jay's?
Tourney 2.
Tourney
Yeah.
two.
Second,
Yeah,
second
exactly.
tourney, first
Second-
one at Jay's.
Yeah, so they were there. They
Yeah.
actually took game 1
Yeah,
against us.
they did.
So they were right fucking there.
They were
you know
right
what
there.
I mean?
And then again in tourney 8, going up against Rocco and Zill.
That's
They
right.
were right there in that finals too. They're always there.
Yeah.
And they're
What-
always like before the finals, they're always like playing crazy die. You know what I'm saying?
But
Like
not
you'll look
only-
at their games and you'll be like, yo, like they could definitely win today.
Facts.
It's not even a fluke when they make it. Like they'll play good the entire day. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So it's like they're consistent.
They'll get one.
They'll get one.
100%. They have to.
Yeah.
On
Uh,
top of that, though, I think we were talking about a little bit earlier what I mentioned, and they might not want to hear this, but their toss is shooting them in the foot too. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? They,
for sure.
you know, they score more self points and miss tables and all that.
That's
you know,
definitely
if
their
they-
only weakness.
If they get some more discipline on their toss and really dial in on that, I mean, they could have been, you know, Biga Arnumbi winning 2 titles. They could have been
Right.
any one of us who won. Actually, no, not Biga Arnumbi. I'm sorry, but the other guys that won those titles and stuff,
Yeah.
that could have been them
Right.
those days. You know what I mean?
And it is crazy to think, what if they didn't throw all those self points? Because you look at the stats and you look at how good they were the 2 seed they were the 4 seed in the UDL playoffs,
Yeah.
and
Exactly.
they each were in top 3 in self points for the league on the season. So take those points, cut those in half, even not even take them away, cut them in half.
Mm-hmm.
They could easily have 2 rings.
They're great, dude. They kill it. They kill it on offense. No, I'm sorry. They don't kill it on offense. I was just nagging that. But they kill it on defense. Their defense is strong, dude. They got FIFAs on deck. You know what I mean? So they kill it on defense, not offense. Come on,
Yeah.
guys,
They-
work on that.
They do score, like they put up
They
points.
do. They
but
do. They stay in
they just
games.
hurt-
They win games.
They win, yeah, because they do have a good toss. When it does land, that thing is
Oh, I think
going very
that's
far.
accelerated due to their defensive and FIFA skills. You
Yep.
know what I mean?
FIFA's for
Um,
sure keep them in games.
JT.
JT's 40 FIFAs on the year.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, there's only one guy ahead of him, I think, right?
That's right.
One guy. I wonder who that guy is.
Couldn't tell you.
Right? I don't know him.
No, but shout out to them. JT and Kev doing
Yeah.
great.
Facts,
Other
man.
than that award, we had the Comeback Player of the Year, first award. First time this award was given out, and it went to Steve Fennell. After him taking a year off,
Shout out Griff.
he was around back in season 1, played great die, went to the finals with Zill back in season 1, lost to
Yep.
the previous GOATs, Scott and Drew. Came in to season 2 with Zill again. Zill played with the boot. They had a fantastic season.
Yep.
If we had playoffs back in season 2, they were going to be a top 4 seed in the playoffs. And then the next season, didn't play any die that year. We thought we were done with him. We thought he retired. And he comes back in this year, full speed,
Love it.
top 4, and I think top 3 in FIFA's kicked on the year. 9 seed in the playoffs. Good player.
Yeah,
Well
played in the
deserved.
playing game. So, had a good season this year, and I feel like Griff also could have been an MIP.
Him and Rochu, they
So-
weren't bad together.
Yeah.
He
They-
kicked a good FIF to Roach.
Yeah.
Roach led the league in FIFA's caught almost, but just behind you and Kev, I think. He was third.
Yep.
From a lot of those were off Fennell's foot.
Yeah, it's a solid team too going forward for sure. I mean, like I feel like Griff's game can only get better as long as he sticks around, because it looks like the more he plays, the better he gets. So, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Rookie of the year, one of the tightest races we had, Joe Espenshade.
Yeah,
Thoughts on that?
well deserved. I mean, he won 2 championships, so give it to Joe. I mean, like, what does he do bad?
Yeah, one of the more well-rounded players we had this year. Good FIFA game, top 8 in FIFAs, top 8 in scoring, top 1 obviously in championships won alongside all the other guys that had 2 rings.
Balls.
But when it
consistent
comes
winner.
to rookies, obviously you're looking at that is the only team that won 2 rings. You look at him and Pat, 2 strong players. Pat got the All-Star nod according to the
Yeah.
fans and the players. But when you really look at the analytics, I guess, the stats and the film,
Facts.
as good as Pat is, Joe's even better than that.
And I feel like, Cam and Roach absolutely could have also won Rookie of the Year. Umby also could have won Rookie of the Year, so like, and if the awards were based off of included the playoffs, if the awards included playoffs, Umby definitely would have made a stronger case for,
big facts.
you know what I'm saying? But you know, we have
If
a
they
lot of
included
good
playoffs,
we
he
have a
would've
lot of
easily
we have a
had
lot of good rookies, and I feel like Joe deserved it. But you know, shout out to everyone
was a
else that
tight
was
race.
nominated because
It's a scary rookie class.
It's crazy.
Like that's tough. Between, I mean, what you had didn't you have to add another one?
we
Like
had to add a
5?
nominee.
Right. Just
Just
because we
because
couldn't
of-
fathom leaving one of those
yeah,
off.
yeah.
Crazy.
Crazy.
And I
There's
mean,
there's
you
rookies left off the list
that-
that
Would have been
Could've
on,
been
on-
would have
easily, yeah.
won Rookie of the Year maybe
Yeah.
in prior years.
Yeah,
Actually,
so-
maybe not
Crazy.
against J. Rich or Rocco, but they would have been maybe second place in other
I think
years.
I think this rookie class, to me, is going to go down as the best rookie class
has
ever.
to be. Has to be.
No doubt.
ever,
Has to
for
be.
sure.
Yeah.
It's just astounding at what they did. I'm
is.
just saying it now.
I mean, you look at Joe.
I mean, over the next couple of years, 100%.
Yeah, like I mean, if it happens next year, like holy shit, let's go, let's get
Because
it. But
none,
I mean,
none of these rookies like is just gonna fall
Just
off
wow.
their game. They're still gonna dominate at their game.
and then you still have the vets. So then the next rookie class that's coming in, they have a lot of like tough teams they're gonna have to go through.
Yeah.
A lot.
Here, the rookie class, I'll just spit out the 10 names that made the all-rookie team. Joe, and this is in alphabetical order. Joe, Cam, Pat, Roach, Jay, Begar, Mark, Denal, and Brandon.
like
That is stacked.
Ballers.
that's crazy.
I mean, but as good as this is, I will go back to these other all-rookie teams because you might forget how good some of these other classes were. Last year we had D Hall, Rocco, Nick, Colin, Mark Tanucci, Johnny Hass, AJ, Kearney, Norris, and Reno.
Great class.
That's another
nasty class.
very
I
solid
think
class.
I'm going with the most recent.
Yeah, I'm still taking.
Honestly.
I'm still taking the most recent. Yeah, of course.
And then the rookie team before that in 2020 was Beretti, Burt, Ty, J. Rich, Torres, Kevin, J-Lar, Tim Durgan.
Another good class.
Another good class.
Dude,
like,
I
it's-
think the biggest thing that stands out about this rookie class that we experienced this year is that their legacy is going to live on, you know, for lack of better words,
Yeah.
way longer and better than these other guys. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, these guys, you know, some of them, most of them are probably still around. Some of them maybe not. But
some guys like Burt.
they
are
don't
not
make
around anymore.
noise,
Right.
though. Like,
Right.
a lot of these guys
Yeah.
haven't won.
You can pick a
but
few.
You
out of
look
the
at
players.
the teams that would, or the names that were just said: Sean, Cam, BR and Umby, Joe and Pat. Like they
Even
will
Brandon,
make noise
Brandon
next
and
year.
Jay.
I mean,
Den-
that's
Denal went,
Brandon
Denal went to
and
the
Jay-
finals in the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean
Like,
all of them. I mean it's
crazy,
I mean it's hearsay to say that they'll make noise next year, but I have more confidence in all of those names than
Yeah.
I do the previous years. I mean the previous years, there's contenders, no doubt.
Plenty of contenders. And to go
But
off of
how
what
many
Jay
of
Rich
them?
said,
Yeah, go ahead.
don't you think that like Cam, Roach, like Joe, like all these guys could all be like MVPs in the future too?
Yeah,
Like
all
there's
of
so
them.
many
Well, they are.
potential
I mean,
MVPs.
They're all
In
at
this- in
our
this-
level, and I think they
Like if
proved it.
these players put up these stats next year,
Oh,
they
without-
go
with-
2 years in
without
a row
doubt.
playing like this.
Without a doubt.
Half of them are gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? At least 2 of those guys are gonna be in the MVP race, bro. With the way they're playing,
Without a doubt.
it's like
Yeah.
if they keep this up, they're gonna go down as like great players, like Jay Rich is saying.
Yeah, it's
'Cause
not
they
easy,
made
though. I
noise
mean,
early. You know what I'm saying? When someone comes in a league and makes noise that first year, what do? Look at Jay Rich and Rocco.
There will come a time where we
You
have
know
to
what I mean?
pass the torch.
yeah.
There will come a time where the
Yeah,
torch
these
will be
Yeah.
passed.
These dudes are getting too good. this
Yeah,
year.
and I can't wait to see what's next for the league too.
You know we got more
who
rooks
hasn't
coming in.
come yet. You know,
Right.
Yep.
so
I
Yeah.
know. Who knows? Who knows for next year?
I would have
it's-
never thought that these guys would have been this good.
I
Yeah.
was
Me
like,
either.
yeah,
For
exactly.
real.
Because like going into it, I was low key kind of like, all right, you know, they
Lot of
got-
rookie
I'm,
teams
I'm
this
like,
year.
all right, rookies. Like,
kind of
whatever, dude.
glad we
They
got
come
some
up
new
smacking
faces,
people.
couple
I'm
extra
like,
$20
whoa.
on the line. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then you like get to play them, and it's like, whoa, all
These
right.
guys
are these guys really rookies?
Right. Well, like
Or
I said, our first game turning one, we faced Bigar on B, like our first game, and it was a 20-minute game. I'm like, what the fuck?
Facts.
dude?
Yeah, we almost. I think was that at Kearney's? We
No,
almost
it was at
lost.
Fin-
No, it
Kearney's
was
had
Kearney's.
it
Oh,
the first
We
game.
almost
Yeah.
lost.
Dude, we plunked twice in one game.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, get the
that
fuck
game
out
was
of here,
so
dude.
It was like
sketchy,
fucking
so
3
Yeah,
sketchy.
nothing.
great. And then
dude.
we faced them turning 2 at finals, and I was like, dude, these fucking kids are getting another 20-minute game. Dude.
I
Yeah.
think you played them every tourney.
I'm like,
this
what
season.
the fuck?
Facts. They
Like,
always.
I'm like,
played
who
each
the
other.
fuck are these kids, dude?
Dude, and I said this earlier. I mean, we had their number in the first half of the season. I mean,
Absolutely.
we
Yeah.
won every game, and then second
Absolutely.
half came around. They won
Yeah,
every game.
It was-
They
you
had
were
our
up,
number.
you were 6-0 against them, and then 0-5.
Wild. I don't even know how that
crazy.
happens.
I feel like the rookies are so good this year. They deserve like a series on them, like a 2-part documentary series.
Deadass.
The Hard Knocks.
Like these dudes, like you guys are mentioning stuff I done forgot about.
You know what we should have
like,
done with them as the season started is some sort of shit like QB1, like highlighting each of their
Yeah.
life, going back and
Yeah.
doing a little docu-series on each of them,
Yeah,
and then seeing where they panned out.
yeah, that'd be fire. to
Fast
do in the
forward 5
future.
years, and then fast forward 5 years, you're like, oh, Cam Green went on to be a 3-time MVP, Hall of Famer.
We gotta start sending scouts to high school and colleges,
Sure. You have
so
to
we
go
can
here.
get like an ESPN top 100.
we need a report on this school.
Speaking
need
of
to start
ESPN, here's a
scouting.
thought I've been having. Because ESPN really does post, especially is it the Ocho? ESPN, the Ocho posts like not posts, but
What are you talking about? A page?
no, the Real TV. ESPN,
Okay.
the Ocho, I think is
The
the channel.
Ocho. Okay.
And they'll do like tag and all the
Oh, yeah,
all the
yep,
random
yep.
ESPN stuff that you'll see on ESPN once a month.
the tag and
They'll
shit.
do that stuff all day long. Is like
Yeah.
all those cornhole. I forget all the other games. Darts. They have other
Yeah.
games. Would you guys, if we had the opportunity to get on ESPN, would you drop drinking as part of UDL?
No.
No. I don't think so. Dude,
If they said we'll take you, like we'll have
UDL
your
Ultimate Drinking League. Why would we fucking
I
drop
mean,
that?
yeah.
First of
Hey,
all, that's,
Yeah,
first of all,
Ultimate
that's not what
Drinking
that's not what it's called.
Ultimate Drinking League.
So if ESPN calls and says, like, we'll have you on as one of
mean-
our leagues, but you gotta play with water.
A business
mean, which-
decision is a business decision.
Which would be fine, but like
You guys have to play.
it's beer dye.
think about this.
You guys
too.
have
I
to
know,
play.
but
There's
there's no
you
beer
have
dye
to.
on ESPN. So if we're really becoming the first in an area,
But it's beer dye. I mean, if they want us that bad, they'll make some fucking calls.
no, I mean,
I like that.
There's
But
That's
both
valid.
sides.
I mean, it's beer dye. I mean, no matter where you go,
that's a
like,
fact. It
Yeah,
is
but
beer
they'd
dye.
beer
wanna-
dye.
They'd want to make it like
They would want to make it beer dye.
They'd want to make it die without beer, probably.
Right.
yeah.
That's, I
which
think,
is
what
fine. It would be like the same shit, but like it's beer dye.
And that's
We would
why
have to
you
start
need,
a whole new
not
sport. Like,
water
it's
dye.
like-
you need like a bar stool
We'd have to name it
to pick you
something.
up.
Water
Like
dye.
someone like that don't
Water
give a
dye.
fuck. Like Dave Portnoy, who don't give a fuck, and
Right.
like I look at him
Yeah.
signing college athletes or whatever. Like he picked up every athlete he could when
Oh,
that
yeah.
whole thing was going on.
To
you
do
know I
what
mean?
though? What did they really do?
Probably
They had it
nothing
in their
at the end of the
bio,
day.
Barstool athlete.
It's
Yeah,
nice.
You're
though.
right. You're
It
right.
is-
So
it-
like,
it's-
and that's why
it's
like
nice to
ESPN
have.
has got that history and can back it. So if you were to make that business decision, say if you're part of this, you can no longer do this. I
I was
personally
just-
would respect it.
I was just
would.
throwing it out there.
I'd do it.
'cause
I
you
mean,
guys
I
would do
I
it. You would do it.
We would all do it. We
Yeah,
actually
right. No,
would.
we would all do it, but
It's-
I mean,
you
it's
could go
still-
on-
at the end of the day, it's beer dye.
But your
It's not
preference is to
authentic.
drink.
I mean,
Because
to-
everyone's
it's a
is.
part of the
I mean,
game.
Yeah,
with
that
today's
could make
day
a
and
huge
age,
part of the game.
it does.
You
yeah.
play with a lightweight and he gets drunk and he sucks. I mean, that's your fault.
That
buddy.
It
makes a
seems
huge,
like everyone
huge
kind of
difference.
I mean,
accepts everything
when
now,
you're 8
you
tourneys
know?
deep, like, and you're
But-
still sober.
I feel like
I'm not
dye-
fucking dropping a single dice.
Yeah, but
dude.
everyone would be good in that case. So it'd be competitive. It'd be like a sport. It'd be more of a
I mean, I
sport than
guess.
a drinking day.
But-
Professional is
I-
the word,
I've
yeah.
played die without drinking.
It's not bad.
You know what I'm saying? And
Said
like,
no one ever.
It's enjoyable.
it. I've
It's
done it.
enjoyable.
It's all right.
Yeah. I feel like die's better when you drink, but
It's
I
kinda-
mean, you
I
have,
mean,
yeah, but you could honestly look at
what are
it
you
the
gonna, what are you
completely
gonna do if
other
you
way.
get plunks?
what's
mean-
not better when you drink? I mean, like come
Yeah,
on.
but think about if everyone was playing drunk basketball, like it would be way more entertaining and competitive
Right,
to
but it's
watch.
not called
so,
beer ball.
Well, I get that, but think about it from like a professional level. You know what I
Yeah, but
mean?
that's
Nah,
what we're
that's a
saying. Take
fact.
away the drinking aspect of it. Like I know the
No,
game
yeah, take
that
away-
we play is
listen,
drinking
I'm in.
is
Yeah.
beer.
That'd be
I'm in.
nuts. That actually would be nuts
That'd be
because you would
crazy.
just have unreal level, like top tier level of play
I-
at all
I'm-
times. you
I'm
know what I
in.
mean?
Give me a
That
contract.
would
What
be
if
crazy.
what if, yo, what
I'll
if
fucking
the
sign it right
yeah,
now.
what if
right.
the
I will
tables
quit fucking drinking, dude. I don't even drink on the
Yeah,
fucking
it doesn't even
weekends,
matter.
bro.
Right.
Yo, what if the tables had baskets in the corners instead of cups?
Perfect. Give me the contract. I'm
Yeah,
in. Dude.
that's fine too. I mean, honestly,
Give me a fucking pen.
I think that changes the game less than drinking.
He said,
I'd
"Give me
rather
a-"
if
Give me
I
a
could
fucking pen.
drink and play in a basket corner cup that would be way better than not
be
drinking
crazy.
and playing
That
in
shit
a
would be
fucking solo.
crazy.
What,
league,
like
you
an
know what I mean?
indent into the table
Like a pool,
instead
you
of
know, I
something
play
going
pool.
up? A
Yeah, how
cup?
many bounce punts
That-
would there be?
All the time.
Oh,
that
it
would
can't
be-
roll in. You'd
oh,
have
that-
swish only.
that would be
That'd be
bad.
fun. It got to be a switch, right?
Yeah.
That'd be like a half
yeah.
point or
That'd be
something.
bullshit.
Reshot.
Bullshit.
Reshot.
Yeah, there would have to be a reshot.
You just got a
Those-
nice like
those
net.
could not
you got
count
a
as
nice
one.
That
net
Yeah,
will
and
that would
shit.
probably happen quite frequently.
Yeah,
too.
that'd be
Especially-
cool. Someone should design that table.
Right? I just thought
Just
of that
because half,
table.
half
That'd
the
be a
time
cool-ass
people like, I
table.
mean, yeah, you're diving for it once it gets
Where do
onto
you
the
put
table.
the cup?
There is no
No
cup.
cup.
It's
That's
just
the
a it's just
thing,
a
a
basket.
non-drinking
It's like a
table is
rim.
just a
Oh,
basket.
and a hoop.
true. Yeah.
That'd be the professional die table. That's what it would look like.
No, that'd be the non-drinking diet.
That's what I'm
Non-drinking,
saying.
exactly,
That's what I was
non-drinking.
saying.
That'd be
Yeah,
for the-
right. You would have like indents in the table
Right.
and shit.
Yeah, why don't you faggots go over there to the non-alcoholic table?
I heard that
Go
those
play with
guys.
the baskets. But we
Oh,
had
shit.
that was pretty much all the awards except finally, of course, the Offensive Player of the Year. Noah Mazzilli finally adding some
Yeah,
hardware.
Zarski.
Well earned. Top 3 in self-point percentage, top 5 in points, top 5 in points per game.
Yeah.
Really good season offensively. 2
Nasty.
rings.
Absolutely.
The 2
Nasty.
rings put him over the top for sure.
Balled out. I mean, like he was a pivotal part of his team, and he was the scoring machine on his team, right? So like, yeah, like for sure,
Absolutely
Mazzilli
well
deserved
deserved.
it. He balled out this year,
Absolutely.
He
and
did
everyone
ball
knew
out,
this
you know.
season was coming from Mazzilli. So
He was due
it's
for
not
it.
surprising
Nope,
that
not at all.
he wins an award.
But it is crazy to look back at last year's top 30. I think he was number 17,
Yeah.
maybe,
Yep.
Yeah,
which is just insane
yeah.
to see where he's came from last season, just in the eyes of his peers, and what it takes. A couple rings is all it takes to really
I
turn
feel like
that
the
around.
top 30 this year is gonna open up a lot of people's eyes because a lot of people went up and a lot of people went down. So, like, this is gonna show what one season and die means. Like, if you put in a good body of work throughout a season, it can really boost your recognition around the league.
For sure.
And Mazzilli showed that this year. Like, you can go from being a guy who didn't have a partner set for a tourney to winning 2 tournaments
Right.
and winning an Offensive Player of the Year award. So
Speaking of the top 30, we're doing interviews right now. So if you haven't gotten into the home studio to
hit up the
record your top
page.
30, hit
hit
me
up
up.
Troy directly.
Make
Yo.
sure to get in there
I gotta do
and
mine.
do your innies. And it was actually crazy. We got the voting in officially 2-3 weeks ago. I think we got the master list set. And the
Yep.
top 4 was almost a consensus on every single person's ballot. The top
As it
4,
should be.
the 4 MVP candidates were the top 4 in no specific order on every single person's ballot,
I mean,
except maybe
Fair.
barring 1 or 2, and
Fair.
maybe someone put themselves in at 3 or 4, barring something like that. But for the most part, the 4 was set. Then when it gets to 5, it gets insane. Like that number 5 spot was all over the place. I think there was
Yeah.
at least 8 names that were in the 5 hole, which leads me to the question of who is that 5 spot for you?
King Richard. I'm not asking. I'm saying it's gotta be J Rich.
Wait,
Well, no.
I'm in the 5 spot. Wait a minute.
No,
what?
no.
What's
I
the
don't think you're
established
listening to
4
the
if
start.
I'm in the
the
5?
The 4
What?
MVP candidates were
I thought-
unanimously the top 4 on everybody's list. I'm saying after that,
I'm in that 4, buddy.
He's in the
All
4.
right, okay.
So that number 5 spot, there was at least 8 to 9 names that various people had on their ballot.
All right, so
So for you, who is your
Idiot.
5 after Zill, Rocco, J Rich, and yourself?
You got it, buddy. Come on. You
So
got
And
it.
J Rich, you can answer first too if you got it.
Yeah, I mean, I had.
put J Rich at the 5, dude.
Who's taking the top 4 then? All
I'm
right,
kidding.
like you want
I'm not gonna lie, I was not listening.
to. Yeah, so I mean, personally, I know what I took as the 5 spot. I put Cam
Yeah.
Green in there, honestly.
Valid.
But like, I can totally see arguments for people like Sean Roach, Joey.
Yeah.
Those 2 particularly stand out to me most
Okay.
definitely. On top of Cam, that's who I had. But
Yep.
like Troy said, I'm not shocked that 7 different names were thrown into the 5 spot because I think that's just so highly debatable on any
Yeah.
given day.
That's
any
a
given
fact.
day,
Right.
that 5 spot's up for grabs.
Can
You know what I
change.
mean?
We kind of helped everyone out with the MVP nominations and the 4 names because it's like, all right, there's the 4 guys, MVP candidates. Those 4 are the
Right.
best. Done. Like,
Right.
a lot of people had 2 rings. Like Joe and Pat had 2 rings too. But
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like those 4, we kind of
Does- does-
helped you out with those ones. After that, people are like, yo, what the fuck now? Like
But
number
then-
Facts, who
5,
do
I
I
don't
pick?
I don't know
Yeah.
now.
Right.
How
How
goddamn.
much do you weigh in like history? Like, so if you look at one season, the 5
Yeah.
spot would probably be one of the rookies, unfortunately, because they all won.
Right.
Bigar and Umby won the playoffs. So is one of them the 5? Joe and Pat won 2 championships. Like, is one of them the 5?
Right.
Or Cam? You know what I mean? I mean, who does it come down to at that?
You could even talk about just all around die. Like it could be JT Torres.
Right, with
Right.
history,
Throw
who
him
has
into the mix. you
shown
know?
he's been around. He can play die for multiple seasons. You know what I mean? Is that a 5-spot contender?
Right.
I
And
mean,
that's an interesting thing about people filling out their top 30s because I know we tell them it's for this season. Like this is the top 20, top 30 players of 2022 or last year 2021.
okay.
But I know that being a vet and showing that you've done it before weighs a little bit,
It's
at
tough
least
not
a little
to be
bit.
biased when you've seen it.
Just look at
Right.
last year's top 30 where Scott and Drew landed. Didn't play too much last year. I think they made it to 2 tourneys.
Yeah.
Didn't make a finals or anything. Top 4 finish was their best. Scott was 12. Drew was 14.
Yeah. Wow.
They were still ahead of guys like Kevin
Like,
Donnellan went to a
but
finals. He
like
was
you-
21.
Like you said, Mazzilli.
Mazzilli was 17.
Yeah.
Kearney went to a finals. He was 22. Like they-
Respect, but Kearney also didn't play a lot either. bro.
he played the same amount as Scott, and he went to a finals. That's what I'm saying. If you
Yeah.
just look at the season, they each played 2 tourneys.
That's a fact,
Kearney went
but
to a finals.
That
Scott
also
didn't.
goes off of what Langer said too. If you're going off of, like he's nasty at die. Like
That's why I'm saying I feel
outside of UDL, I know he's nasty. So like I gotta put him high.
like even inside of UDL, but not seeing it this particular season. Like
Right.
JT Bain, for example, did he have a top 20 season? Maybe not. But is he going to be in the top 20 for sure?
No.
Because it's JT
Right,
Bain.
yeah, right,
it's
right,
Yeah.
it's JT Bain. Of course, he's top 20.
Yeah.
No one's putting him 25.
That's a
Yeah,
good
You know what I
Right,
mean? It's
yeah.
like being a vet weighs a little bit, and these rookies, even the ones that any rookie that
That's
is
what I'm
placed
saying.
high,
Being a vet, what
congrats
adds
to you
what adds
because-
to the vet is that everyone knows how you play. They've seen you play, and they've seen you have success in the past. So all of that's on the vet side. With a rookie, it's like, well, am I just gonna go off this recency bias? Because like if I put him too high, you know what I mean? Am I gonna feel like I'm taking away from what that person did in the past? And am I going like too recent? You know, that's definitely in the back of people's minds
And
when they're
honestly,
making the picks.
honestly, as a rookie, just making the top 30, you should just be happy with that.
Yeah.
Because just for the people, the vets that have been around the UDL, we've only seen you for 1 season. Yeah, you might have killed it, but next season
you could do nothing.
You could drop 5 spots next year.
Yeah.
We could have having the same conversation next year, and you could have just sucked. But we're not gonna be like, oh, but he was nasty season 1.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think
So
that
just
goes back
making
on-
it should just be like, all right, like I'm here. Let's.
once you get
let-
through that
let-
rookie year, now you
it's-
have that weight too.
It's
of,
honestly
oh,
like
they've done it
as a
before.
rookie, it's honestly like, all
Boom.
right, let me see my number.
Mhm.
I'll work from there.
Facts.
You know what
Facts.
I mean?
This is
Yeah.
my
Like
starting place.
even if like let's say if Roach gets 12, he's like, all right, like I want better than 12. Roach played a phenomenal year,
Yeah.
but we've only seen him for 1 year.
Facts.
You can't throw him at 4
Right.
Yeah.
just because he had a phenomenal year.
yeah.
You know
That's
what
how.
I mean?
That's
Like
just
you
how
said,
it's gonna
versus
go.
someone like JT Bain who's been around for a while and we know how he plays die. Yeah, he might have an off year, but doesn't make him a horrible die player. You're not going to put him at 25.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it
It's
sounds
a,
like
it's a fine line. It's tough. It's like I feel like most people did it pretty validly for this season. I'd say maybe like a 20% weight on doing it before and 80% this season.
Yeah.
yeah.
I feel like the list is good.
I noticed. I mean, with all that being said, between everyone, I get the gist that the top 30 more or less is kind of without the history. It's what it sounds like. It's how it's kind of set up to be. And
Yep.
with that being said, also, I mean, those guys, particularly the rookies, are gonna stand out that much more this year.
Facts.
So you're gonna have
Absolutely.
although if you take Bigar, Umby, Joe, Pat, all those guys for this year, they're going to end up, let's say, top 15 seeds. But if you were to maybe put them in the past couple years and or look at the future years, you know, that as an average could either go up or down. You
Right,
know what I
100%.
mean?
Yeah.
So, you know, you could honestly put any guy who won 2 championships this year at the same level with each other. Now, you take history into experience, you're probably putting those guys who show better
A step above.
Yeah.
yeah. So it's a couple different, you know, things to consider there, but the way the top 30 sounds like it's designed is to not factor in the bias and the history and all that.
Right.
You know
That's
what I
how
mean?
I looked at it, at
Which-
least from
It's-
my list.
That's the goal. And obviously,
Right.
there's a lot of rookies this year, so a lot of rookies voted.
And
So
they
the
would
rookies
probably
aren't
make
looking at bias. The rookies
Yeah.
see Jake Morani and they're like fucking 30.
crazy.
Like, you know what I
point,
mean?
too.
Like
I
they
said
don't know.
Exactly.
what does the league look like without seeing your buddies play on the weekend or like knowing, you know,
Right.
like from someone who's coming from fucking
That's what I'm
California,
saying.
Like,
That's what
do
I'm
they
saying.
walk in and be like, you know, what does it look like?
Right,
I
that's
love
true.
So
that
many
question.
people just know, like, yo, I play die with this person all the time.
Right.
I'm putting them here. No matter
Right.
what, this person's not better than him because we play in the backyard.
Right.
Right.
Period.
Yeah.
And that's why I make sure to grab a lot of lists from a lot of people. We grabbed I think we got 35 this year from all 30 people in it, plus 5 other people like vets,
Yeah.
maybe even 40 from guys like that weren't on the ballot. Shazo, Fob, come on, they guys like that
Spectating though, definitely.
that know
yeah.
their shit, that
Yeah.
know what happened this year,
That's what makes it good.
and averaging that. So yeah, sure, you're gonna have a guy like
And
D Hall who
accurate.
puts himself at 1 and Kearney at 2, maybe for example. He didn't actually do that. Shout out D Hall, but.
D.L. had a
someone
solid list.
doing that, it's not gonna like weigh the list
Right.
up because we have 40 lists coming in and we take the average of every single name on there. So
Yeah.
it's a full consensus. So if someone doesn't think you're that good, someone else might think you're good, and it'll
Right.
average out.
It's like this. It's like when you look at your fantasy lineup and you go look up the rankings, and you look at the page and they have everyone like showing their ranking and it shows the average next to it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. Like everyone's gonna have a different vote. Like, you know what I mean? Everyone's gonna have you might have someone at 15 and then Troy might have them at 5. But like when you average it out, it's gonna give you, you know, a good
Seven and a
number.
half,
Give you
know what I
10.
mean? Yeah.
Yeah, so like it doesn't even matter if one person is so extreme. If you have 2 people on the extreme ends, because it's gonna get you know evened out if you throw in 40 other people putting in their opinions. So
check out ultimatedialeague.com as well while you're at it.
thanks.
That has been updated quite a bit. Just about every tournament's breakdown is in there. So if you go to tournament history, you can see the full tourney breakdown of each and every tourney that you played in. So you can go to tourney 4 if you know you played well. Scroll down a little bit and you'll see you and your partner and your stats from that particular tourney.
Crazy, like literally, like every tourney is broken down. There was 8 tourneys this year, so like. If you guys, I know you guys haven't seen your stats tourney by tourney, you should go onto the website and just go take a look and just like, just reminisce on the past and try to take that into next year and do better, right?
Absolutely. And remember, every name on the website is clickable. So if you're ever scrolling through and you see a name, you're like, who the fuck is that? You just give them a click, you'll pop
Like,
up.
oh, Riley Lang, I heard of that guy.
Their player page will pop up. You can see their full.
Justin Riches,
Top
holy shit,
30
is that
video.
J Rich guy?
You can see their accolades, their award history, their stats history from every season they've played in. Pretty much everything that you need to know about the league you can find on ultimatedialeague.com. So check it out.
I mean, not pretty much everything's
Everything.
on that website. So
Everything.
yeah.
From how tall you are to how much you weigh, dude.
We got it all.
Riley Lang, the Rockland High School.
We got to do those.
That would be fire.
That'd
That'd be good.
That'd
Rockland High
be
School.
fire.
Ultimate Die University.
All right, I want to break in a little segment, like a little roundtable discussion. I got 8 different questions. I want us to go around and give our answers for these questions. Once you hear it, we'll do a different order for each question because once you hear a name said, go with a different name. So even if someone said your name,
Yeah.
you can acknowledge it and be like, that was mine. But you gotta give another one after that. So every question will have 4 names getting said for it.
Exactly.
Word? Cool. First one. Which player surprised you the most this season? And I'll go first. The player that surprised me the most this season was Steve Fennell.
Okay.
We mentioned it when we talked about comeback player of the year, but did not expect the FIFA game to be like that. Top 3. And in the biggest FIFA year ever, he was top 3 in FIFA. So, Fennell.
I like Fennell. I mean,
going with
comeback
Roach.
player.
Roach?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Surprising in what aspect?
Because I've known Roach for a couple of years now, and just him playing in the first tourney, seeing him, he showed up in jeans. So I was like, all right, he might just kind of buddied with Fennell for the day just to play, and then just how much he's gotten
Facts.
into the league and how much that he's wanting to win and how much he's trying and shit.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
okay,
No, I like
he's
that.
locked in. Because at first I was like, all right, he might have just picked him up for the day. You know what I mean? He came in jeans. I was like, all right, I know Roach.
He didn't know what he was
I
getting
know
into.
Roachy. I'm like obviously good to see you. You know what I mean? But I was like, you should
I
have
mean,
worn jeans.
I saw the dude in jeans.
I mean, he
this
still
is going off of
he
just
played good.
first look at Roachy. I see Roachy. I'm like, he's wearing jeans. I'm like, yo, he doesn't know what he's getting into.
That's what it was. He really didn't know.
He does not know what he's getting into right now.
And then
He's
you saw
wearing them
Turney
jeans.
too. He shows up in his gym shorts. He was ready to go.
he already. And then Turney 2, you saw that
He was
crazy
diving
diving
around,
catch.
yep.
You know what I mean? That
And
we keep
and
replaying and shit.
he's like he wants to get more into the league, and he's
yeah.
telling people about it. He shows up to everything, and that's.
I mean, I would have never
surprising
guessed.
all around, other than on and off the die table.
Yeah,
I mean, on the die table, we all know what he can do.
I would have
which-
never guessed that
Surprising.
from Roach when Old Money dropped that bomb on UDL TV when he said, "Oh, Fennell's coming through with a new partner next season who's like, you know, like
it was
plays die and from the area." And I'm
It
like,
wasn't
who
even
can this person
It wasn't
be?
even a bomb. That's the thing. It was like a side note.
Yeah.
The bomb was Rocco and D Hall together.
Facts.
No, Rocco and Zill partnering up. And then it was like, and also Fennell might be playing with some dude from Rockland that we don't know.
But that guy
And it was
comes
and
ends up being
turns out to be
Roach.
fucking Sean Roach.
This is that dude from Rockland we don't know,
Right.
that we all now know, and
who was just
people are
like
afraid
a
of the
top
kid.
player.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So,
and even surprising with like the shot he does. It's like
yeah.
facts.
No, I like
Never
that. I
seen
like
before.
That pick.
Facts.
I like that pick. Who
I
you
mean,
got, Rich?
talk about fucking surprise.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I wanted to make a note on that. Is that shot is a fucking surprise.
Yeah.
What do you?
I mean, you're gonna say the
basketball
shot
hook
itself
shot?
is a
That shit
surprise.
doesn't even look right.
But in any case, I would say the player that surprised me the most was honestly Brandon. I mean, Brandon was like,
Okay.
who the fuck is this guy? You know what I mean?
Right.
But then he showed up to every tournament and didn't place worse than third. You know
That's
what I
so
mean?
true.
It was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Who is this guy?
That's
You
so
know
true.
what I mean? And he played not only that with a different partner nearly every tournament. You know what I mean?
That's a
It
fact.
was
Brandon
Cam,
balled
it was
out.
me. It was fucking. It was.
It was
different
Reno in the Rising Stars
people.
tournament.
Reno, yeah.
Yeah.
So
They went off.
Brandon
Final
Great.
three.
definitely.
They
just
went
like
off.
just like always, final 3.
Yeah, surprised the shit out of me, man. He played well, and I mean, he's like a part of the rookie list too. So I mean, a lot of those guys did surprise me
Yep.
on the rookie list. You know, you have the honorable mentions. You know, literally the whole rookie list there. But I would say Brandon, out of them, although he didn't come up with a title, was the most surprising.
I like that one.
Yeah.
Schmider?
Yeah, I mean, I got a player. I got 2. So like, I got a person that surprised me in one tourney, and then I got like someone who surprised me like overall. So I'll start with that one. I think Denal on the season surprised me because when I first saw Denal was the tourney at Fennell's.
Yep.
What tourney was that?
3.
Tourney 3. So like, I already knew Mark, but then I see him come in with Denal, and I'm like, yo. No disrespect to you, Denal, but I'm looking at Denal and Mark. I'm like, yo, Mahoney, like, we're finna wax them, fam. And me and Mahoney are like, we got 2 wins already. So I'm sitting like, I'm like, yo, fam, this is an easy 3rd win. Like, let's go. Let's grab this win. Like, let's keep it pushing. Yo, they skunked us, fam. I hopped off that table, mad. I'm like, yo, I'm sitting down. I'm like, ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way this kid Denal and Mark skunked me, bro. So, like, and then Denal goes on to, like, after that turn, he going to the finals with Trig, and then damn near almost won the fucking playoffs, bro. So it's like, Denal is very surprising. You don't look at Denal and be like, yo, that kid's nasty at die. But Denal's nasty at die. So
I like that.
I think, and then for a tourney, Beretti winning the All-Star tourney was dumb surprise. That might be the most surprising shit on the
absolutely.
season.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
good.
I love.
I don't
seeing
think
Beretti win
anybody
that.
was guessing Beretti and Rocco winning a fucking All-Star tourney. That whole performance he had on the day,
Yeah.
I would say was like
Unreal.
crazy. Like, and it's very
Unreal.
underrated because like he went nuts. So for sure, Beretti in the All-Star tourney, and then just Denal, just
I like
Denal.
that. I like that. All right, good answers. We'll reverse the order for this one. What UDL vet would you love to see come back full time next year?
You're asking. You're just looking at me. You're asking me.
Yeah, you're up first.
Oh, Scott.
Word. Simple as that.
Yeah, I mean,
Enough
I
said.
want to see.
Next.
No, but it's not. It's not Scott. It's Scott Andrew.
Word.
Cause Scott came back. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
like,
now we need Drew back.
I need Scott Andrew to come back and just play once. You don't gotta fucking play the whole year, bro.
So
Come
you're,
just
you're,
play-
gi- you're giving up full time. You'll give up
Yeah.
every other vet coming
Yeah.
back full time just for one more Scott and Drew.
I just want
I-
Scott and
dude,
Drew to run
for
one
real.
tourney, dog.
All right.
Just
all right. No, I'm
one.
just checking. I'm just
Because
clarifying what you're saying.
I'm telling you right now. No, I wouldn't actually state that, and I wouldn't claim that statement. You just said it. You just put that dirt on my name. If I had to pick one player over, like obviously I'd pick a player a whole to come back forever over just one game,
No, I
one
know,
tourney.
I know,
But
I know.
Scott and Drew, Lang and J Rich, I need to see that
Word.
with my own eyes. I want to see them in their prime. It's like, you know, when fucking Mayweather was ducking Pacquiao, and you're like, damn, bro, I just want to see Mayweather and Pacquiao fight already. It's like, yo, I just want to see Lang and J Rich play
That'd be
Scott
awesome.
and Drew
I
already.
love playing against
It's like,
them.
yo, I wanted to see
Facts.
Kobe and LeBron play each other.
I
It
mean,
never happened.
Win or lose.
Is this ever gonna happen? I don't
It's
know.
always a good game between us.
Always.
But I mean, like, you guys have history and
Battle.
yeah,
every time.
so-
That team is fucking nostalgic, man. That was my
Facts.
first. That was my
Facts. Yeah.
rookie year.
You
when I
came in
started
there and you're
playing
looking
them,
at
bro.
these
It was
guys
your
like,
fucking
whoa.
third
Fucking-
tournament.
They were
Yeah.
dogs.
I mean, I might have heard about them. I never really looked at them kind of like, whoa. My rookie year, I also walked in like, dude, there's no one fucking here better than me.
Yeah, well, they
know
beat
what I
you
mean?
in the finals in your
Well,
first
they
turn.
did, but that was all due to the hype and whatnot. And I wasn't broken down by that whatsoever. Came
Yeah.
back and I'm gonna beat you next time. you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
But
see?
at the same time,
And you
like
did.
those guys were the guys that I looked up to coming into
Well,
the
yeah,
tournament, you know,
yeah,
coming
facts.
into the
Because I
league,
mean,
yeah. So no doubt.
Yeah,
what
imagine
can you
me
say?
before I even had you running around trying to beat these fucking guys.
what can you
fucking
say,
nuts,
man?
dude.
I
I'm like,
know.
this sucks, dude.
Yeah,
19-0 in the first season.
that's wild.
That's ridiculous.
19-0.
That's ridiculous. Don't even say that again.
All right, next.
Who you got-
Jared.
who you got, Jared?
As a vet to come back full time.
Yeah.
Can you refresh my memory on a couple of vets that have
have
would
been
be
missing?
on that list?
Sure. We haven't seen
Shazo.
Shazo, Dennis, Mike Mahoney,
Yeah,
Daddy.
Commande.
yeah.
We haven't seen a lot of
Garrett.
Bert.
I don't think Bert will be back anytime
Yeah,
soon.
Damn,
Bert.
that's my fucking pick,
Norris.
dude.
Bert.
Norris,
Bert.
Icy.
Bert, dude, he was a
love that.
great time to be around.
Facts.
Oh, he was
honestly.
awesome. But
I
mean, he's
think
a
I
few
follow
too many miles away.
No, it's a-
definitely. Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know
but
what's
it's a
going on.
fantasy question. It says, which UDL vet would you love to see come back?
Yeah, it's
full-time?
imagination.
It's not,
All right,
yeah,
all right.
it's not like
he's
who you actually
honestly a
gotta-
legend, man. I mean, I do
Facts.
follow him on Insta, I think, and I've seen some crazy shit going
Yeah,
on in
he's
his
the man.
life, and seems all nothing but good. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
shout
to
out-
see
shout
a
out
guy
Zach,
like
man.
him, seeing like kind of where he's at nowadays in life, bro. I have no fucking clue. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
he's
Yeah.
out in Arizona just thriving.
Is he?
living
Love
his
He's
it.
a
Yeah,
best
love
doctor.
it.
Is he a doctor? Right?
Love it.
Something like
So
that.
he's got to come back.
He's in the
I
medical
love that.
field for sure.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Bert.
Shout out, Doctor. Shout out,
lock
Doctor
that in.
Bert, son.
I like
It's
that
like
one.
Dr. Zach.
Yeah.
Who you got?
Just to see their face and just to have another good die day with. Let's get Dogan back at the house.
Oh,
Derek. Oh shit.
Oh
Talking
my
vets.
God, bro.
Talking vets.
That's
That is
fire.
a vet right
That's
there.
fire right there.
Talk about
You
best.
said, yo, bring Dogan back over here.
Come
That'd
on.
be crazy. Dogan and Potter.
That's a vet.
Dogan and Potter team
Dogan
up.
That's a
Hard.
vet.
Yo, I told the funny thing is I told them to come to attorney. So
I did too.
if you guys hear this shit, this is the third time.
Lang wants you back, baby. One more Saturday with the boys.
Bring Potter too.
That
Like
was
you-
before my time. I just had
Oh,
a
yeah.
quick question. Is that
Bridgewater.
Way before your
That's
time.
one.
that's
Yeah.
Bridgewater.
That was before die was
Yeah.
even die.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was when we were playing
That-
on tables with holes in them.
That was you want to
Like-
come to my house for a party. We ended up playing die.
Yeah,
there's,
facts.
There's
yeah.
one monster from Rockland, and I didn't know if that was the guy. I used to play fucking South Shore Eagles with the kid. I mean, he was 8 feet tall.
From Rockland.
Yeah.
Doig.
Doig. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why that name. It was
No.
Doig or Dugan, whatever.
Doig. That Doig's the kid from Rockland.
Shout
We're
out
talking-
Doig,
Yeah.
whoever that is. You should pull up too.
Dude, I thought he
Doig.
was the one playing die. I would
He's a
not step
monster.
on a table with him playing
No,
on the other side.
That die probably goes 20 feet in the air.
That was what I used to think of Langa. Like Langa used to come to the tourneys in Bridge. I'd be like, yo, that's the kid that fucking throws the die at the trees, bro.
Yeah, you did have you had a way higher
I
toss back in the
used
day.
to launch it.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, like that's not even fair. You can't see it. Like, what the fuck is that fair?
It's like hitting branches and shit on the way
Yeah,
down.
bro. Then he's like, all right, that hit a branch. I'm like, well, you aimed for the branch. Like,
My honorable mention for my vet I'd love to come back is Brandon Watkins, B-Watt.
Yeah.
B-Watt.
With the floater shot. Would love to see that back every tourney because I feel like he would be up there in top 10 in
Big
scoring if he
facts.
played every tourney. I think he would be top 10. And my other one is...
Wait, hold on. You got to keep going with B-Watt. You like said it too fast.
Yeah.
You said top 10
Cut him
scoring.
too short.
Yeah. I mean, B-Watt was like...
He's got to be before my time.
B-Watt's someone...
also,
no,
right?
because B-Watt
You
played.
would know B-Watt.
B-Watt played with Alec.
Yeah, he played with Alec in your first season.
Dude,
Yeah.
my memory's shot, man. You know?
Yeah, B-Watt was around with Alec.
The name sounds mad familiar.
I'd love
you
to
know what I
see
mean?
Yeah.
Denny come back and play, bro.
Yeah.
But Denny came.
full-time.
Denny came for her
He
tournament.
came for 2
Then he
this
played
year.
with Monday.
I would
Yeah.
like to see Denny. I do definitely remember that.
Yeah.
Name to the face. He was
But
tall too.
That's
honestly.
my guy.
Yeah.
That's my guy.
My main name I wanted to say was AJ, Andrew Johnson, because we
Yeah.
saw what AJ could do.
yeah.
Even on a
Hell
hurt
yeah.
something, he was still
His
wounded.
knee.
His knee was still banged up.
Fuck,
He
like,
was
tore
still
his
balling.
ACL.
Yeah.
Then he hurt him.
And
He
then
was
hurt
all
himself.
prepared to play with Rocco this year.
Yeah.
AJ and Rocco were locked in for the season. Then he does something with his Achilles, I think now. So he was out
Yeah.
for another year.
Wow.
And hopefully we
crazy.
see him again next year. But I
Killer
would love to
pick.
see that dude back.
Killer pick.
Facts.
No
I mean,
doubt.
I would just go off of like when you have an injury, you know, you guys. I'm in a sling right now. If you you can't listen to the sling, but the sling's on. So that shit's tough, bro. So if AJ does come back, we got to give him an award just for
Absolutely.
getting his ass back on the field after all them damn injuries.
Balls of steel. Award.
Yeah, what does he get? Like a
Fucking
die, a golden die or some shit. Like I don't
Seriously.
know, but that like shout out AJ. When he did play, he was nasty too. I thought that. I mean, not to throw shade on Kearney, that he was carrying Kearney the first time he played with him. I'm like, yo, this dude AJ, bless. If Kearney was playing at how he could play, like if Kearney was playing to his potential, these dudes probably would have won that finals. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? Against Nick and Collins. So like AJ's nasty.
That's a
bro.
sick pick, dude. You didn't say that because you knew I would have taken that
Word.
on the when I was asking for references. I was like, "You got any
Oh,
names?"
I thought
you
of
were,
it late.
You were like, "Oh, did you?"
Yeah, I
oh,
just thought of it,
okay.
actually.
That's a nice pick, dude.
That's fine.
Come
That's
back,
a
AJ.
snipe.
How about this question? Who will lead the league in FIFA's next season? I'll let Lang start.
Rocco.
Okay.
Interesting.
Why Rocco?
I mean,
Why not
it's
Rocco?
Rocco.
Right, I mean,
I'm gonna go Lang again. I'm going back to back
You
Lang.
think?
Yeah,
Lang?
I got Lang again.
What?
You're gonna play a lot of games. I know you're gonna be there a lot. You're gonna go deep into. You're not gonna be an easy out in any.
I say
tourney.
Lane doesn't get FIFA next year just because
So who do you
that's
got
just he
getting
can't
it?
keep repeating everything.
Who do you got getting it then?
Like, come on, what? Like, oh man, you get FIFA again. I'm gonna be like, damn, this dude.
Bro, he plays. The volume is there. The volume.
I
is
got
there.
JT.
Torres. He was so close. J Rich.
Well, now I need to think.
Yeah, those are the top three.
throw like a
And
plus
a guy-
1,000 person out there.
A guy like Umby could grab it for
That's
sure.
true.
Oh yeah.
A guy like Umby, a
For
guy
sure.
like Joe.
Yeah.
Shit. No, you know what? You said JT, right?
Yeah,
Right?
I'll
Yeah.
take JT if
Yep.
you. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Johnny
Yeah.
LaRossi, J-La.
Okay.
If he plays in volume, then
What are the odds
yes.
on that?
Johnny LaRossi,
Plus,
J-La.
35.
The odds,
500.
honestly, the odds on him leading the league
J-Lo.
in FIFAs per game is not that
No, right.
low
No,
because
definitely.
he's always in the top 3 in FIFAs. per
J-La's foot is a magnet this year.
I just don't see JT really falling off of the FIFA game. Like
No,
I
no,
could
no,
see
no,
Lang
he's not
falling
gonna.
off. Like that sounds weird, but like I can see it.
I can
What,
see
in
it.
the FIFA realm or
Yeah.
in die in general.
Unless I fell off
No,
my
just
fucking
the
cliff.
FIFA. No,
and
just
in
the
the die in
FIFA.
general. Well, not necessarily Lang, but myself included. But with that being said, careful of what you wish for because if Lang's not hitting FIFAs, he's going to be hitting those offensive table
That's
hits.
true. That's
so-
true. And
I
his
was-
scoring
yeah, I was
can
about to
only get
say,
higher.
If Lang's FIFA goes down, that's just because the team's scared to throw FIFA.
The
If
points are
Lang's
probably
FIFA
going up,
goes
too.
down, that's when you know me and Lang are back to winning our 7-1,
That's true,
7-2
honestly,
games.
yes.
It's like Rocco.
It's all over.
It's like Rocco.
Take
Like,
the L out of lover, brother. It's all over.
When I play Rocco, I'm never throwing it over.
No.
Ever. So, like, now, like, Langa just won a FIFA award. You think someone's going to fucking try to throw it over to this kid?
But you look at JT and Kevin, I mean, you know, like, on those back middle misses, like, JT's taking those. So,
Right.
like, it's not a bad pick.
I say
obviously.
J-Law because everyone's scared to throw over to these dudes. So, y'all aren't going to keep getting these FIFAs. All right?
Okay.
That's like a good cornerback. His interceptions start going down because motherfuckers don't throw to his side.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
J-Law, all right? Y'all sleeping on J-Law. He's going to kick more FIFAs than Langa and JT, all right? Yeah,
And Rocco.
and Rocco.
All right. There you have it.
I am up for the challenge.
Our next question is, which non-playoff player from this season is most likely to win a ring next season?
What's that say, right?
He started the last one, so you can start this one.
I haven't started one.
Shmer's like,
Go ahead, Richie.
Shmer's like,
Which
remind me on
playoff
the
player?
Non-playoff
Can
player.
we get a rundown of who
non-playoff
the fuck
player,
goes
which is
on?
most
So this
likely
is
to
someone that didn't make the playoffs last year. Who's the most likely to win a ring in this upcoming year?
Oh, I got the best one, yo.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you want me to say it? It's fucked up, though.
Yeah, you can go ahead. I'm gonna think about this one.
He said didn't make the playoffs, right?
Oh, I know what you're gonna say. You're gonna say Roach.
Nah,
Oh.
Colin and
I
Nick,
was
dog.
gonna say that.
Oh.
Colin and Nick
I-
have never
I-
participated in the playoffs.
I was gonna say that.
Oh, I didn't just mean ever. I just mean this past year. They didn't make the playoffs.
They
this
didn't make
year.
the playoffs this year, and I guarantee if they play next year, they win.
Well, they. All right.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Yeah,
I thought you were going Roach
You're
because
like,
he
"Oh, I got
technically
it
didn't
easy."
make the playoffs.
Nah. That's another good one too.
You got one, Richie?
Dude, I'm just trying to figure out exactly who didn't make the playoffs versus who did, just so I don't say the wrong shit. But
That's fair.
I mean, do you know the 8 that made it offhand?
Yeah.
Just so I don't say it.
Yeah.
Just
It's
go
Lang
ahead.
and J. Rich, Rocco Zill, Joe and Pat, Torres and Kev, Begar and Umby, D Hall and Kearney,
Troy Denal,
me and Denal, Cam and Jay.
Yep.
Hmm.
Boom bang boom bam boom.
While you think, I'm gonna slide in there with JT Bain.
Bane?
JT Bain is going to win a ring this year.
I like it.
Wait,
And Beretti for that matter, but Bain.
That's my pick.
That's a
as
good
soon
one.
as
Yeah, you can
started
take
to-
Beretti.
Yeah,
Sure.
I wanted to say Beretti. As soon
Oh,
as
yeah.
you said
That's a
Bain,
good
I'm
one.
thinking, I'm like, Beretti is probably the guy. If he lines up, it doesn't take a lot for that to line up, as we know. Beretti's got potential, you know what I mean? So
Fact.
yeah.
as long as he gets in that position to do so, I think Beretti takes a ring, no problem, to be honest.
If him and JT stick together, the both of them are going to do it at the same time.
Are they announced partners? Do we know?
We think so. They were last year. They
They're
played
partners.
together.
Well,
so
shit,
I
I mean,
think they're-
great
I
minds
they're
think
locked
alike.
in.
So
Yeah.
JT and
JT
Beretti.
and Beretti.
Yeah.
Lang, you got one?
Not really, but I can probably give you one.
There's plenty of names.
There
there's
is, yeah.
plenty of names.
Pick one.
Can we get a little like elevated music? Come on, like a little Jeopardy music. I'm gonna go with a sneaky Fabiano Rosa win.
Ooh, I love it.
Fabiano? Who's he playing with, Monday?
I've heard some rumors about his partner that he's told me. Play his
That's a
back
good
bar.
pick.
And
Fabian, yeah.
I think there could be a sneaky championship
I
win
like that.
between the
Okay.
two.
I like that one. He has playoff experience too.
He has
so
playoff experience.
Yeah.
He's been in the finals
He's been around the
before.
die for quite some time.
Yeah.
I think Monday could also win
I
one.
think,
Yeah,
if I'm
Yeah,
not spilling any
Commande.
beans, I think Commande and
I
Fab's
think
a
yeah.
partner.
I think that's a lock for a partnership. They played good at the end of last year together.
green
I-
beans.
What? What?
You spilling the beans, dude.
Yeah, it's green beans, you said.
Spill-
baked beans.
Yeah,
Can you
I don't want to
spell
spill the
green
beans and
beans?
say
Can you spell
Fabian.
green beans, though?
Fabian.
I didn't even know you could
partners.
fucking spell green beans. Hey, yo. All right, yo, what's the next question, dog?
Last question here.
Oh shit.
Last question is which rookie will have the best UDL career?
Sean Roach, obviously, bro.
Cam Green.
Umby will.
Joe.
There it is. That was a quick fall.
There we go. We can sneak in one more.
Sean Roach because
Yeah, I feel like
he
we gotta
led-
defend
yeah,
those positions a little
because
bit.
he led the league in scoring. Not only did he lead the league in scoring, he's just like, I don't know, like what can you say about his defense? It's like underrated. His offense
Lockdown.
is so
His defense is locked
his
down.
offense is so good. You don't even look at his defense. So like,
But this is what's different with Umby is like Umby is fucking dedicated to the league. You know what I mean? I feel like
Yeah.
Roach could
You
have.
saying my guy Cam isn't?
Well, Cam could. I feel like Cam, just
I think
like
Cam
as the
Green
type of
being,
guy,
dude.
he could have a bad season and just want out. You know what I mean? Umby is that type to battle back. Like
See,
I
he'll
think you're
lose.
right.
See, I don't think.
with
I don't
that
think. I can see
Like
Roach,
could have
having
a bad season
and be
and
out.
Be out.
yeah.
I don't think Cam will. I think Cam will either end up finding another partner, but I think Cam will always like be back for
It's
more.
a good debate.
Yeah.
I could see Cam having one shitty season and being done with it.
No
I
way.
couldn't see that.
The
I
only
can't.
reason why he's still in it is because he's obviously successful. I think he will continue to be successful and
Right.
continue to be in the league. I think as a person, I mean, he's got plenty going on as everyone does in their life.
Yeah.
You know, if die isn't working out for you, why would you continue? You know, but you can say that about anyone. That's just my
I think
thoughts.
they're both locked into the league. I think all these players are dedicated.
Cam could be. Cam very
throw
well could be.
dedication
He
out the
could be.
window.
He's a wild
Roach,
card.
Roach
I
is
think he's in there.
easy. I feel like Roach is easily on the MVP ballot next year, so that's why I said Roach. Just
Cam
'cause
loves
I think,
die. I could see Cam playing die the rest of his life.
Absolutely.
The fact that he
Cam will play until his ankles break.
But
dude.
if he wants to show up to the UDL tournaments, that would be another question for me.
He's
honestly.
gonna.
I think he still does.
He
Yeah,
could.
I agree.
Yeah, maybe.
I'll tell you why I said Joe. Because when we look back in 10 years, like the question said, who's going to have the best career? When we look back in 10 years, assuming all, maybe even 5 years, assuming all these rookies are still playing in 5 years, this is still going to be the best rookie class ever, and Joe Espenshade is still going to have that Rookie of the Year star on his name in that class. So he's already in the lead. I feel like he's already leading the class.
It's all right.
If he just keeps it up, he has 2 rings as a rookie. He keeps this up, he's Hall of Fame bound for sure, and his
Because he won
career
Rookie of the Year.
and 2 rings
And you're saying all? No, you're saying
and
so,
2 rings.
No, I'm saying so. You're saying in the career, all these rookies are gonna just stay in the same place. Like no one's gonna.
No, I said it gives him a head start.
Some will go up.
No,
some
I'm
will
just
go
thinking
down.
like, cause I was thinking, who do I think is gonna be
Said it gives him a
better?
head start.
I'm just thinking if Joe.
Right,
If Joe gets worse, that's not gonna put him above somebody.
But I'm just like say if Cam goes out and wins a championship next year, is Joe still better than Cam? Because Joe has 2 and Cam has 1.
No, and it's not always about numbers. I'm just saying he'll have more than 2. He had 2 in his rookie year, assuming he continues to win.
Yeah.
I'm just saying he's my guy in 5 years. He'll look back and he'll have the best career out of the other guys.
I'll go.
No,
with Cam.
but what I was saying was like you're saying like with your argument, if everyone continues to play good and no one drops off, then Joe had the better start. Like yeah, so that's a
Essentially,
fact.
sure. Yeah.
like that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, if everyone stays good, like if Joe doesn't drop
Joe's-
off, then yeah, Joe's in the
just
Joe's
right
in the
now.
league.
Right now, to answer the question,
He's in the
Joe
league.
has the best career
Yeah,
out of
he's
those
in the
rookies.
league.
So hey,
Yeah,
let's keep it going, Joe.
no, that's a fact. He does have more like well accolades and shit
Yeah.
like that. So he has
All
a-
UDL first team in his first year.
He got a head start for sure.
Jay Rich, it's time to put you on the spot with some hot takes. We'll close out the show with some hot takes. This is an easy one. I'm going to name you 2 names.
Ooh.
You give me who you would rather. Actually, we can decide before we start what you'd rather do. Who you'd rather play with as a partner, or who you think is better at die. Which would you rather answer?
Probably who I'd rather play with as a partner, just because that gets a little bit more personalized and unique.
Sure.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna take different people
Yeah, I
over
like that.
different reasons.
Yeah.
Yep.
As a partner versus who I just think is better at
I
that.
gotta yeah, and I want to see my enemies too. You know,
I agree.
who he wants to be with and who he doesn't want to be with.
Whose kneecaps are gone next week.
right.
Yeah, I got a bat in my trunk.
Whose doors I'm hitting on the way home.
All right, your first one is Pat Mahoney or Denal.
Yeah.
And I got to remind you, this is hot takes. This is quick, you know what I mean? Hot potato type.
Gotta go fast.
Type vibe.
Yeah, right off rip, boom. I'm saying probably Denal. Honestly, for whatever reason, I think our not our play styles, I'm sorry. I think our personalities are just kind of in line to the point where, like, would have a good tournament. No guarantee would win, but, like, Pat's pretty out of control, which I can, I'm not used to. Lang is pretty out of control, but for whatever reason, I just see myself being a better partner with Denal than I do Pat.
Okay.
Off rip, just first initial thought.
Let's move on to Fennell or Bigar.
Yeah, I'd probably go with Bigar. I have no idea why. That's just like
You don't.
Bigar.
You don't even if you don't have a reason.
You
could
no
just
explain.
spit
You don't
out
even
the
have
name.
to give
Just
reasons.
name.
Yeah, Bigar. Sure.
Ty or Alec.
Ty, I guess.
Shazo or Mike Mahoney.
Mike.
Johnny Haas or Mark Carmi.
Johnny.
Sean Roach or Justin Torres.
Probably Roachy.
Rocco or Lang.
Oh shit. Nah, I'm going.
That's a tough one.
We're talking UDL all day, baby. Lang's my fucking boy.
Lang.
Let's
go.
go. The bread and the butter, baby. Come on.
Yeah.
What better mix than that?
Peanut butter and jelly.
All right, it's
You
good
put me in
debate.
$100 money game against Kearney and D Hall, I might take
Probably-
Rocco
yeah.
just for the fucking, legacy of that battle, But any given UDL day, I am taking Lang 11 times out of 10
Yeah.
over Rocco.
As you should.
Yeah.
Two more. Kearney or JT Bain.
Kearney.
Last one. Mazzilli or D Hall.
Dude, I'm picking D Hall.
Word.
That's
Well,
crazy.
you guys won.
Wait, what was the one before that, though? Because I had a huge comment on that before.
Kearney and Bain.
Kearney and Bain.
I just picked Kearney, but me and Kearney fucking suck. So I don't know why. I don't know
You
why
said
I just did that.
So JT
but,
Bain, you'd probably go on that. one?
like, maybe. That is one I need to, step back on and,
be like,
debate.
hold on.
Think
Like,
about
I
it.
think I just said Kearney because it's a little bit more of a familiar name.
History tells me not to
But,
pick
dude, you
Kearney.
look at every wager I placed on Die with Kearney, I don't want to look at it. I mean, you can look at it, but I don't. You know
He
what
said,
I
I
mean?
didn't win.
That's-
You
I
said
don't
you
know
can
what
go
it
in my
is.
Venmo transaction history
Dude,
with
it's
Kearney,
bad.
and you can find
It's
it.
bad. For whatever reason, I lose mad games with Kearney. You know, I mean, might as well test my luck with JT Bain, right?
There you go.
Oh shit.
That's the list. That is everything I have for the pod today. So before we go,
There's no beat the lane.
I do not have a beat the lane prepared
God,
for
because
today.
Lang was gonna get beat.
I can't beat Lang.
Don't have a beat the lane
So-
for today, but
Mhm.
next week or next time you see us on the pod, we will have a beat the lane.
Yeah.
Schmarta, you got any last words to wrap it up?
Last words, everyone. I hope you've been seeing the reels we've been dropping on Instagram. There's a lot more content coming. TikToks, Instagram Shorts. We have the top 30 list coming out. So Troy's been working hard on a lot of content. I just want everyone to go check out the Instagram page and all of our other social medias and just show love.
Jay Rich, any last words?
Yeah, just fucking thank you guys for making this happen. And not only that, thank those watching this happen. I mean, those
Yes, sir.
guys, everyone tuning in that made it this far are the real MVPs. So,
Facts.
Big facts.
No doubt.
Lang, any last words?
The Bruins are a fucking wagon, dude.
Let's go, Bees.
Bruins.
Let's go.
I'll wrap it up by saying thank you again to Justin and Hedge Better for
Shout out
providing
Hedge,
us
baby.
this amazing studio, everything they do. Keep an eye out on Hedge Better. They're getting very close to the unleashing of their brand new app. So stay tuned on Hedge Better. And thank you guys for
Go give Hedge Better a follow on Instagram as well, guys, and all
yeah,
their
if you're,
social
if
media.
you're somehow not already following Hedge Better, definitely toss them a follow. And other than that, like Jay Rich said, thanks for listening. Really appreciate that. Top 30s will start dropping weekly soon, like any day now. We'll see number 30, and it'll go 30, 29, all the way down to number 1.
Let's go.
Probably right around the season starting in April. So we got a whole 4 or 5 months of top 30. So gear up. And that's all we got. We will see you next Tuesday, maybe. Bye.